Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to dive even deeper into one of the most talked about lives in modern history. This is not just a story about success or failure or power. This is a complete journey of ambition, confidence, risks, and comebacks. This is the full life story of Donald Trump. So sit back, relax, and listen carefully, because this story has lessons, drama, and moments that can truly inspire you. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City. His full name is Donald John Trump. He was born into a wealthy family, but that doesn't mean life was easy or simple for him. His father, Fred Trump, was a strong and disciplined businessman. He built houses and apartments for middle-income families, mainly in Brooklyn and Queens. He believed in hard work, smart investments, and strict control. His mother, Mary McLeod Trump, came from a small town in Scotland. She moved to America with dreams, just like many immigrants. She was calm, elegant, and deeply focused on family values. Donald was the fourth of 5 children. Growing up in a big family meant competition, attention, and pressure. From a young age, Donald showed signs of strong energy, confidence, and leadership. But at the same time, he was also very active and sometimes difficult to manage. When Donald was just 13 years old, his father made a life-changing decision. He sent him to the New York Military Academy. This was not a punishment. It was a turning point. Life there was strict. Early mornings, uniforms, discipline, rules, and constant training. For many kids, this environment would feel too hard. But for Donald, it became a place where his personality was shaped. He learned discipline, control, and how to lead others. He became competitive, focused, and ambitious. He even earned leadership roles among students, which showed his growing confidence. After completing his education at the military academy, Donald moved forward to college. He first joined Fordham University in New York. He studied there for 2 years, but he always wanted something bigger. He then transferred to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. This was one of the best business schools in the world. In 1968, Donald graduated with a degree in economics. Now, he was ready to step into the real world. After graduation, Donald joined his father's business, the Trump Organization. At first, he worked on small projects, mainly in Brooklyn and Queens. But Donald had a different vision. He didn't just want to build houses. He wanted to build landmarks. He wanted to be known. In the early 1970s, Donald made a bold move. He shifted his focus to Manhattan. At that time, Manhattan was the center of big business, luxury, and attention. His first major opportunity came with the Commodore Hotel. The hotel was in bad condition. It was losing money, and most people saw it as a failed property. But Donald saw potential. He believed he could turn it around. He worked with investors, negotiated deals, and took risks. After renovation, the hotel reopened as the Grand Hyatt Hotel. This project changed everything. Suddenly, Donald Trump was not just another businessman. He was a rising star. During the 1980s, Donald Trump entered his golden phase. He built bigger, better, and more luxurious projects. The most famous one was Trump Tower in New York City. This building was not just a skyscraper. It was a statement. With luxury apartments, offices, and shopping spaces, it became a symbol of success. People saw the name Trump everywhere, and that name started becoming powerful. At the same time, Donald expanded into Atlantic City. He entered the casino business. He bought and built multiple casinos, including the Trump Taj Mahal. When it opened in 1990, it was the largest casino in the world. It was grand, expensive, and full of attention. Donald was now one of the most famous businessmen in America. But success is never a straight line. In the early 1990s, Donald Trump faced one of the toughest phases of his life. His businesses started struggling. The casinos were not performing well. Debt started piling up. He owed billions of dollars. Many people believed his career was over, but this is where his mindset played a big role. Instead of giving up, Donald decided to fight back. He negotiated with banks, he restructured his debts, he sold some assets, and slowly, step by step, he rebuilt his position. This phase of his life is a powerful lesson. Failure is not the end, unless you stop trying. During the 1990s and early 2000s, Donald also focused on building his public image. He appeared in interviews, magazines, and television shows. His personality was bold, confident, and sometimes controversial, but that's what made him stand out. People talked about him, and attention is power. In 2004, Donald Trump entered the world of reality television. He launched a show called The Apprentice. This show became extremely popular. Contestants competed for a job in his company, and every week, Donald would eliminate someone with his famous line, "You're fired." This line became iconic, and the show made him even more famous worldwide. Now, Donald Trump was not just a businessman, he was a global brand. His name was used in hotels, buildings, golf courses, and many other businesses. Trump Towers were built in different countries. His brand stood for luxury, success, and boldness. Now, let's talk about his personal life in more detail. Donald Trump has been married 3 times. His first wife was Ivana Trump. They married in 1977. Ivana was a model and also worked closely with Donald in business. They had 3 children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. After 15 years of marriage, they divorced in 1992. His second marriage was to Marla Maples in 1993. She was an actress. They had 1 daughter, Tiffany Trump. But this relationship also ended in divorce in 1999. His third marriage was to Melania Trump in 2005. She is a model from Slovenia. They have 1 son, Barron Trump. Melania later became the First Lady of the United States. Donald Trump is also a grandfather. His children have their own families, and he often spends time with them. Now comes one of the biggest chapters of his life, politics. For many years, Donald talked about politics. He shared his opinions on the country's problems. He spoke about leadership, economy, and global issues. But he never officially ran for president until 2015. In 2015, Donald Trump announced that he would run for president. This shocked many people. He had no political background, but he had confidence, communication skills, and a strong message. His campaign slogan was simple, "Make America Great Again." His campaign focused on jobs, immigration, and trade. He promised change. He spoke directly to the people, and slowly, his support grew. In 2016, he ran against Hillary Clinton. Many experts believed she would win, but the result surprised the world. Donald Trump won the election. He became the 45th president of the United States. A businessman had become president, something very rare in history. He took office on January 20, 2017. During his presidency, he focused on the economy. He reduced taxes and supported businesses. The economy showed growth in the early years. He also focused strongly on immigration. He pushed for building a wall on the US-Mexico border. This became one of the most debated topics. In foreign policy, he met leaders from around the world, including North Korea's Kim Jong-un. This was a historic moment. He also tried to reform healthcare, but it was complex, and not all changes were successful. In 2019, he was impeached by the House of Representatives, but the Senate did not remove him from office, so he completed his term. In 2020, he ran for re-election, this time against Joe Biden. The election was intense, and Joe Biden won. After the election, there was tension. On January 6, 2021, a serious incident happened at the US Capitol. This became a major moment in American history. On January 20, 2021, Donald Trump left the White House. He did not attend the inauguration. After leaving office, he returned to his business life. He continues to own properties, golf courses, and businesses. He remains active in public discussions, and he still has strong supporters. Even today, Donald Trump remains one of the most recognized names in the world. His life is full of highs and lows, success and failure, risk and reward. From a young boy in Queens, to a powerful businessman, to the President of the United States, his journey is truly unique. And the biggest lesson from his story is simple: believe in yourself, take risks, and never give up. This is the complete story of Donald Trump, a story of ambition, resilience, and impact. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.